for one fall.
The front man here at Big Gay Brunch for the first time, and it's not his first appearance as a collective. He's got a number of
Making his way to the ring from the Isle of Sheppey, Kent, England, weighing in at 95 kilograms, representing TMDK. He is Zack Sabre Jr.
Zack Sabre Jr. here at Big Gay Brunch to take on Kid Bandit, and this is a fever dream of a match for so many.
This is blowing my mind.
What an incredible week in Vegas it's been.
And his opponent.
And Bandit wanted us to know that for this particular match, she is channeling Johnny Silverhand from Cyberpunk 27. And they are focused, they are locked in, they are ready. She is such an enigma. And look at, I gotta say, obviously we're all here to support Gay Brunch, but it feels like there are a whole lot of people who are here, particularly to see Kid Bandit. She's only recently returned to the ring after injury, one of her first matches back.
And I'm so excited
Way
for
to the ring from Anchorage, Alaska. Enter the protagonist, Kid Bandit.
I'm so excited for so many reasons on so many levels, but one is the ultimate style clash that we're gonna see here. I mean, one is a technical wizard in ZSJ, and the other is essentially a self-trained, home-brewed, just almost kind of like a genius. I mean, she's like a genius. I mean, professional wrestling.
There are things that we see Bandit pull out in a pro wrestling ring that I cannot even conceive of. But you can say the same thing about Zack Sabre Jr. These are two absolute masters of the craft, even if they've gone about it with very, very different paths.
Exactly.
They converge here in Las Vegas.
Yeah, I'm so excited for this match.
Listen to the fans here in Las Vegas at the Palm.
Oh. The head rub.
A little cheeky.
Yeah, it's a
Sabre
little cheeky,
Jr.
but also kind of cute.
It could have also been considered condescending, but
A little, but I think it was done with like a little mad respect, like nothing but
affection.
love, friend.
Maybe
yeah.
affection, yes. These two getting ready to put on potentially a clinic at Effie's Big Gay Brunch. And I think that the fact that Zack Sabre Jr. has toured the entire world, appearing for almost every top promotion in the world of professional wrestling, and now he is here at Big Gay Brunch 10, truly making this a milestone moment for us, but it speaks to how far we've come. Think of what we have built, that somebody like Zack Sabre Jr. chooses to be here with us.
And here's the thing, like, you know, I mean, so many people had so many questions about how come he's on this show, and it's like people forget that Big Gay Brunch is something that's so important.
Cover.
On so many levels, not just to celebrate queer wrestling, but to celebrate wrestling, period.
Absolutely.
And people want to be a part of this. I mean, I was speaking with ZSJ in the back, ZS Gay, if you will.
Uh-oh, Bandit looking to turn this around.
And he was telling me, he said, Val, this is an honor to be here. And I got a little choked up, you know, that our teeny little show that started so long ago is big enough that ZSJ was so excited, and he made sure.
But he's excited to be in the ring with Kid Bandit right now. And look, tying Kid Bandit into a knot.
Yeah, that knee is fully barred. Bandit, she's trying to figure out a way out of this.
You know, and this is a challenge for her, and she was so stoked.
Absolutely, she should be stoked. This is potentially one of the biggest matches of
her career.
Absolutely correct, and certainly at a pivotal time when she's returning to the sport.
Absolutely, coming back from an injury that
Take
took
a
her
look
out
at
for a while.
this. Look at Bandit was able to bar the knee, and then Sabre pivoted. That is a trademark of Zack Sabre Jr. He's not going to hold on to a hold for longer than a few seconds. If it's not working, he will transition, and now it's Bandit who's in control. This is impressing me right here.
This is a bit of an Indian deathlock.
And look at her putting the pressure and using the leverage. I mean, it's just brilliant.
Whoa.
See, she's also a bit of a technical wizard herself.
The thing that I've noticed about watching Sabre throughout this entire weekend is how incredibly flexible he is. So I have to say that I'm not certain that a lot of with the way he's wrenching at Kid Bandit's neck, I hope she's flexible. This is not something that I would try. I'm not certain I would go that technical route, the submission route with Sabre, because I've seen him get tied in complete bow ties.
Like a pretzel.
Yes, this weekend, and still not submit.
Whoa. And although Bandit, again, is doing a great job of snatching holds, I got to agree with you there. Bandit is such a proficient striker as well. Maybe that would be a strategy because, Sabre can be a brawler, but he is not necessarily known for that prowess.
I don't know. I've seen him go toe-to-toe with Mance Warner. And, I mean, that can get ugly quick. So.
Also fought one called Manders last night at Joey Janela's spring break.
That was pretty brutal as well.
Sabre, ZSJ just backed off of Kid Bandit. That was a sign of respect here. Get back on your feet. Let's do this again. This is a feeling out process. That's one of the things that I've also noticed over the course of the many shows I've seen Zack Sabre Jr. on this week here in Mania Week in Vegas at the Collective, is that Zack Sabre Jr. spends a significant amount of time feeling out his opponents. I think it could be largely because who has time to do all that research when you've got 3 shows a day, or you've got 10 different opponents
so
over
many
7
different
days.
opponents, so many different styles. You have to adapt as you go. I mean, he is testing out the water.
Well, Bandit cartwheels through.
That was
almost a variation of a courting hold here, and Sabre, he's looking around. He's trying to figure out how to get out of this.
Bandit with the upper hand for sure in this moment. Sabre
rolling through, arching. Oh my!
Look at
As I said, the agility, the kind of just the flexibility is unbelievable.
And the strength. Look at the strength here.
Full wrist control of Kid Bandit.
Being at a strength disadvantage is, someplace that Kid Bandit lives always. She is a smaller opponent, often wrestling male opponents.
Oh, there's that striking.
Again, as you said, Beta, that striking ability could be the meal ticket here for Kid Bandit. But Bandit is, when you've got an opponent like Zack Sabre Jr., you cannot give up. You cannot halt the offense for even a moment. Stay on top of your opponent. Make sure that you get that victory and then celebrate.
It's as though she could hear you, honestly, because she immediately climbed her opponent. Going in for the slugs right there. Putting him dazed, quite a bit confused. Sabre slumping down in the corner. She's going to have to capitalize on this.
Oh.
Bandit takes off and fires back with a drop kick.
Yeah, that shotgun drop kick, basement drop kick into the corner. Sabre Jr.'s head bouncing off that second turnbuckle.
Now, if I'm not mistaken, this is Sabre Jr.'s last bout of the week. So she could take advantage of all the slugs he's already taken, already loaded up onto the brain of his. I mean, but you can see he's saying, come on, let's go for more.
To dish it out.
Oh, again, right to the heart. And look at Sabre.
People have been asking why Zack Sabre Jr. is at Big Gay Brunch, but am I the only one who's played that game?
Whoa,
Are they gay or
shoulders
European?
down. Listen, Zack Sabre Jr. documented has kissed many a boy.
And I
you
am
can
so
you can
jealous.
find it everywhere.
And here's the thing, just because, whether he's part of the Alphabet Army or not is not my place to say, but it doesn't mean, if you don't fly a flag, doesn't mean you can't lift it up for others. Let's be real.
An A for Ally.
Whoa!
And there's so many people that are
Beautiful.
beautiful.
Kid Bandit soaking in the adulation here today in Las Vegas.
She's got Zack on the ropes and fires back to the back of the head. And
Sabre catching the feet.
Caught on the rebound and now fully barring the knee, twisting the ankle.
But she is rather close to the rope. Maybe she can scrap and claw.
Boot to the back of Kid Bandit's head. If you're watching along at home, make sure that you help us continue to trend. It's hashtag FEBGBX on all your social media platforms, particularly Twitter. Jr. riding
Twisting the toes, the ankle, lots of little bones in there.
Oh, this is not a good feeling.
And wrenching so many pressure points at stake here.
Bandit might be thinking about giving up, and I would never say that about Kid Bandit. She never gives up, but it's only so much that you can take.
The protagonist.
Oh!
Inverted.
That just freed up the arm. Sabre has Bandit trapped again.
Unbelievable stretching, wrenching at the arm. Bandit.
Bandit.
What is Bandit doing?
Oh, wow.
Sabre has any Sabre. If Zack Sabre Jr. has any Sabre.
Standing up and sizing up his opponent. She is not happy with giving him up. He's going to start to do that joint manipulation, do a little finger snapping.
God, I can't tell you how many people I've seen manipulating a joint here in
Oh, big time lifter by Zack Sabre Jr. Only a few months off of losing the IWGP heavyweight. I've said this every time I've called Zack's matches since then. He is looking to regroup. He's looking to make up lost time, and you know he can't afford losses.
I remember a match early on in our PGB. Bandit was just but what she did during that match was
Sabre,
Bandit.
slow to recover. Kid Bandit.
Bandit has been just destroyed in so many ways during the course of the match. Audience in the palms in Las Vegas at Big Gay Brunch 10 is rallying behind Bandit.
Whoa.
She is feeding off this energy.
Sabre Jr. too strong, holding on. Melee kick to the arm. This is trademark BSJ.
Bandit, she's writhing in pain on the mat. They're just miserable right now.
The interesting thing about Zack Sabre Jr. is I've heard so much about him for so many years, but I've never been such a viewer of his accomplishments firsthand. I'm internally impressed by how much he just observes in the match and then finds the things that hone in on it.
On the weaknesses.
Yes, and just every opponent apart. There's not a blueprint for how Zack Sabre Jr.
Yeah, that's absolutely he was such a soft-sided spray. Manipulate, it just destroys.
Oh, but Bandit's giving it right back.
That is correct. Kid Bandit says, nope, I am the protagonist in this story.
Here we go.
Two count, only a 2 count.
Oh, she is ready to take the head off of Zack Sabre Jr. What a trophy that would be for Kid Bandit.
Got the arm trapped and around the throat. And look at Sabre's trying to reposition. Oh, but wait a second. And she... Yeah, Sabre thought she was going to catch that kick. The Bandit has turned it around on the submission.
Now she's grabbing. She can do that. Better pressure.
Seems like the CSJ trying to block her, trying to clasp his Bandit just straight up.
Using those long limbs.
Can I just get a roll break?
Catching ropes and break that hold.
Jesus, roll break!
She is certainly determined. Under that enthusiasm, there's a bit of frustration.
You gonna underestimate me again? Huh? You gonna underestimate me? I've been underestimated my whole fucking life.
She just said, you want to test me? I've been tested my whole effing life. Junior, though. And that was for simple humiliation.
Ow.
give up? You wanna give up?
The arena is very loud, I'm told. I've gotten a technical note. For those viewers out there, we're going to talk a little bit louder because we know it is live and loud here at the Bandit, Zack Sabre Jr. in the center of the ring.
Finally able to connect.
Bandit calling for some offense. I try to always explain this, and people have never had that happen. That's a guy like Charlie Horse ever, and you're like, you know, number one, they're painful, and secondly, you know that you're not going to be doing too much offense if your leg is cramped up.
Yeah, you're almost entirely disabled and barely able to walk, let alone wrestle an opponent like Zack Sabre Jr. Wow.
That is the purpose of this. Don't look like they're going to win a match. No, they're single leg crab.
Fiery, but in the ring, oftentimes he tends to keep it together. Kid Bandit is frustrating Zack Sabre Jr. He can't put her down.
I really do that. There's so many different opponents where the opponents can't.
Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Got the hooks into
Where do you give up, kid?
No, she's saying no. She's saying no to our referee, Dan Perch.
Red Perch is right there. We won't hear if it is a submission.
Oh, and Sabre has the arm trapped as well.
Let me know if you want to give up. Taking a momentary pause.
This match is awesome.
A bit shocked. The Kid Bandit is actually significantly more popular with the Big Game Brunch audience than he is. I think that is shocking for Zack Sabre Jr., but I don't think it's unexpected for me. Bandit is down at the feet of one of the greatest living professional wrestlers in the industry today, Zack Sabre Jr. Oh my word.
Bandit just got blasted back into the corner.
Shock. The audience turning on Zack Sabre Jr. And Zack Sabre Jr. doesn't know what to do with that. He is finding out that Kid Bandit Jr.
Got caught. He might be out. Oh, Dominic Boye!
Flatline submission. Kid Bandit is trying. He is thinking about it. Will Zack Sabre Jr. tap? Are we going to see a submission victory for Kid Bandit today at Big Game Brunch 10?
Oh, shoulders down! Shoulders down!
Only a 2 count, but that was so close, Veda. Val, I was on the edge of my seat.
Tornado kick. Sabre is done. Zack Sabre is out. And Kid Bandit.
Val Capone has disappeared like a magician's trick here in Vegas.
Kid Bandit making the climb.
Bandit on the top rope. What is she on mine? Oh! And she missed. Zack Sabre Jr. said, this is it. I'm taking this one home.
Oh, Zack Driver, no! Bandit had it scouted! Bandit had it scouted!
So very close for Kid Bandit.